of waiting your turn. Most people don't even know how to wait an hour in between sessions. There is a...
Yo, I'm not want to waste time, so you go get straight into it, you feel me? Hey, we about to react to the art of waiting your turn. The title pretty much speaks for itself, so like I said, let's get straight to it.
I'm looking at everybody having a blast. People the same age as me in college, they going to parties, they going on trips, they with their friends, they making money. I'm sitting there dead broke, not having fun, not enjoying life. But I just waited my turn. I ain't really complain for real. I just waited my turn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just took my turn, fool. Now look at me. There's people saying that about me now. You feel me?
Yeah. Wait your mother turn, bro. Your turn gonna come, bro. I promise you. Your turn might not be now. You might not be ready for it now. People be rushing for their turn.
Yeah, they speaking facts, cuz. See, people, they often, they get misconstrued. They try to live too fast and they end up fucking themselves up. Or they envy this type of lifestyle so much to the point where they're not grateful for what they have going on. You get what I'm saying?
A lot of people, pretty much saying that shit. And I was sad. I would get like discouraged.
Is that Ice Spice? Nah, I'm just playing. There's a lot of, I think.
But if it ain't your time right now, don't beat yourself up. Just wait your time. Right now, he taking you through some steps that you need to know.
The art of waiting your turn. Most people don't even know how to wait an hour in between sessions. There is a lost art known as waiting your turn. Delayed gratification. Staying down until you come up some call it. The whole world, myself included, seem to struggle with this as the days go by and the number of TikToks increase. And, I want to blame it on TikTok since, that's what most of us commentary channels do when there's any problem in today's world. But the truth of the matter is it comes from somewhere deep.
TikTok.
And TikTok honestly just amplifies and exposes this already forsaken reality. Let me explain to y'all the art of waiting your turn.
What's up? Welcome to Developer Semicolon. In today's video, I'll teach you how to animate elements.
I'm cool, big bro.
The year was 1984. Before there was Lil Nas X's, there was Dennis Rodman. The NBA was full of coke sniffing, disco dancing, African booty scratcher looking basketball.
Ball. That's
basketball was completely different. Shooting wasn't as important as it is today, and everybody was a force to be reckoned with. Yet, at the ripe age of 21, this one young man had the whole league shook. This young man stood out above the rest. He jumped out the gym. He contorted his body in ways
Let's be real.
It was almost
LeBron better. That nigga Jordan hooping on plumbers and shit.
He was soaring through the air.
Hey.
People feared him despite him not being extremely tall or muscular. That guy's name was John Cena. No, I'm playing. It was Michael Jordan. All Michael Jordan wanted to do was win games, bets, and more importantly, championships and trophies. His only problem was he was a little undersized muscle-wise, and his teammates were a little booty cheeks. So he needed to learn when to hold the ball and when to pass the ball. So he started working out. He found ways to innovate and become a master of his craft. And he ultimately elevated and became the person he needed to be. And in 1991, years later, he went on to three-peat, winning 3 NBA championships back-to-back.
That's cool and all. Yeah.
And finals MVP all 3 times. Took a year off, came back, and did the exact same thing. And what always stuck out to me about MJ was that he had to be Michael Jordan, the Black Cat, Air Jordan, for 7 years straight before he even got his first championship. If he would have slacked in that 7-year period or gone, I'll just cruise by, as a lot of players do because they get millions of dollars and that's what they've been waiting for their whole life is money. If he would have said, I'm just going to cruise until it's my turn, he would have missed his window. He would have never got a shot at a championship, I'm sure. But he instead gave his all at all times, no matter which game, no matter which practice, no matter who it was, and that's what separated him from everyone else. I feel like in today's world, a lot of people confuse being ready with God being ready. Just because you are ready doesn't mean it's your turn. That's why it's called waiting your turn. Most of us get caught in that your part because we all have a sense of entitlement, and that ends up clouding our judgment and vision. Another big part of waiting your turn is trusting in yourself, because a lot of the times while people are waiting in line for their turn, they end up getting tired of waiting. They try to find somebody farther ahead who got in line earlier, or they just flat out go home and say, I don't even feel like eating no more, I'm gonna just go to the vending machine. And it all stems from a lack of trust in self, because if you trusted in yourself like Michael Jordan, you would be fine waiting 7 years, less or more, because you know you already have it.
But
It
listen,
just
though,
takes
everybody
some
know
time to
that Michael
manifest
Jordan.
in the physical.
Nigga,
And most
that's
in between
hold
this
on. His son's not.
one person that did.
His son's not even Michael Jordan. That's a high standard to put on somebody. But I get where he's coming from. You should definitely strive to be the best, the person that you can be for yourself and not for no one else.
Though, however, is one of our favorite guys to glaze these days. South Carolina's very own Duke Dennis. Shout out, I'm also from South Carolina. So I see so many people online talk about him like he's an overnight success, and they have some sort of jealousy because they don't have what he has. Little do they know it has nothing to do with the material, though. You know, it's like people are in line and they see that he's finally got to the front of the line. He's eating. He has all the most delicious food.
It definitely took him to do like 37.
But little do they know this man was sitting in line before half of us was even born. That is not a joke to say he's old. I know it sounds like that, but genuinely, I was born in 2005. This man was born in 1990 something. So
Duke
from 2016 all the way up until about 2021 would just stream and upload videos of 2K.
Yo, dude, what's good? It's your boy Duke Dennis. Y'all don't even know me yet, but y'all don't know me.
But he was in the trenches for most of his life and half of his YouTube career.
Me last night, you ain't the best stretch big. I said, I don't care.
Hey, Duke I said
Duke at the age of 23,
Duke come up
sleeping
is
on his
crazy,
mom's
man.
couch in a beat trailer, no job, no huzz, and to put the cherry on top, he watched his cousin take his last breaths by the hand of another nigga over a misunderstanding.
And it started shooting at me. Me and Dre linked up,
RP, bro.
And I told Dre, bro, I was like, bro, I said, bro, I think he dead. When I finally get up to him, he laying on his stomach, bro. The nigga shot my cousin in the back, bro.
Shit, heavy. RP, bro.
Can you tell which one of these ads is AI?
Definitely she could play with. I saw people play with that.
This was all in the midst of him uploading 2K videos. He literally was the most down bad you could be. L after L. They just kept coming. It seemed like there was nothing good coming for him.
About a month in, I had got my first letter. The letter was from my girlfriend, bro.
That military cut crazy.
I see her going crazy. I'm like, baby, don't leave. Not when I need you to go. Don't leave, though. You know what I'm saying? Please.
But he kept his eyes focused on his vision. He kept uploading every single day for 2 years straight, no breaks. He continued to wait his turn. I'm sure after all that, he felt like he deserved a break. And to be fair, he did. Like I said, just because you're ready, and even sometimes you think you're ready, that don't mean the universe is ready to give you what it's going to give you. Duke kept going, and by 2K19, so that would be late 2018, going on to 2019, he was one of the biggest content creators in the 2K community. But even still, the same way how Michael Jordan made it to the NBA, but he didn't get the championships he wanted, it's almost the same story with Duke Dennis, because although he was big in the 2K community, it wasn't nothing like how he is known outside of 2K. People know him for motivational talks, for just looking good, for just getting girls basketball, etc. He was just known specifically for 2K, and on a broad scale, he still wasn't that big. Until one day he shot that one video with Kai.
When you see a baddie at the party,
Fuck is this shit, man?
They changed my life right there. When I woke up that next morning, I had actresses, WNBA players, female artists, Instagram models, everybody.
Damn.
He waited his turn. This was after a lot of people would have got complacent because they are.
And the best part about it is he was being himself. You know what I'm saying? Don't change yourself for nobody. That's how I see it, bro.
Felt like they made it. He already made it out good. He already was touching 100K a month, but he still kept going because the mission wasn't over. And look at him now, to having no car, being cheated on, feeling ugly, being broke, after waiting your turn, all the curses would then turn into gifts. Everything he went through prepared him for what was coming towards him. But you also realize, since you just kept your head down and you kept going, you kept working, you don't even realize how long, however long it is that it takes you to get to where you're going, because you were just so in love with the process and the journey. If you don't prepare yourself to receive what you have, if you don't suffer, then you're not going to be able to appreciate your gifts and what God has blessed upon you.
Hey, you deserve it.
Right now.
Well deserved,
it
man.
might not happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? It might take 5 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years. It might take a little long. But that's how you really know who won it.
I remember I heard somebody say that God is delayed gratification and the devil is instant gratification. And ultimately, the universe tests you before it gives you what you want to make sure you learned all the lessons to not only maintain what you get, but again, to appreciate it. And this is normally what gets a lot of people a lot of the time. Right when all they got to do is dig 1 more inch into the ground to get the gold, they give up. Or they take the temptation from the guy saying, yo, come this way, I found a little bit of gold over here. Instead of just focusing on this one wall right here, you just dig.
You see, it's so easy to give up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I commend whatever the fuck the word is, people that start something. Because starting whatever you got going on is the hardest part. Let it be a diet, let it be getting that gym. But keeping it going, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. That's just how I see it, bro. Y'all are amazing for the people who are like that in this world today.
4 inches deeper, the gold's right there, but you let somebody come and take you, yo, come on, bro, I got a job for you, bro. I know you're broke right now. Come, bro, I got this job for you. You let your parents, you let everybody else, you let all these voices, this temptation stop you when you're this shy of getting what you want. It low-key reminds me of the 2016 XXL freshman class. I remember when they first came out, them as a whole, the hip-hop world collectively really just hated them. You know, they were different. They called them the mumble rappers, or they said they were a little too feminine, like, you know, Uzi. Just all these things because they went against traditionally what was. They essentially were trying to gatekeep them from entering the hip-hop sphere because they were in fear of them ruining it, when realistically, they were just changing and evolving the rap game. A lot of your modern-day rappers today were heavily inspired and influenced by them. If they didn't